evening, everyone. I am Nineth Cuadernal, and I am currently the youth president of Don Bosco Mambucal, Negros province. I'd like to share to you my experience that made me reevaluate my faith as a youth leader, as a young Salesian Cooperator, a daughter of Don Bosco, and a daughter of God. As a youth leader, I always accompany myself with faith because I always believe that faith is my shield protector against harm and against uncontrollable circumstances. But this July, I have experienced something that made me ponder and made me question my beliefs and somehow my faith as a person. So this July 3, my brother was scheduled for admission as his situation becomes worsened. He already experienced numbness and several seizures during the day. So we scheduled him for admission because the doctor told us that he must be admitted as soon as possible. So the whole family decided to admit him on July 3. As we are about to leave the home, a very ungratifying news was told to us, and that was that my cousin, who happened to be a frontliner, had a positive swab test result. And so it was very devastating on our part, especially the family, because we didn't expect it to happen. And we panicked during those time because we are really unprepared. And so during those moments, I saw my nieces and nephews crying because we're actually scheduled for rapid test. And so some of my nieces and nephews rapid test result was positive, and it was a sad moment for us. And on the other hand, me and my sister and my mother and my brother was about to be admitted, had a negative rapid test result. So we asked the medical authority for a permission for us to be able to bring him in the hospital. So they permitted us, provided that we disclose everything that happened on that day. And so we rushed him in the emergency. And immediately, my brother was isolated because he is also considered as person under investigation. During those moments, a lot were coming in and out of my mind. Like, are we prepared for this? Why us and why now? We are in the middle of a very uncontrollable situation. And the medical authorities in the hospital told us to be back home and leave my brother alone as they will be attending his personal needs. So we are left with no choice but to follow what they tell us, because that's the protocol. We are considered as person under investigation. So the most that I can do at that very moment was to pray very hard. And my sister called my brother and told him to be strong. She sounds so hopeful for my brother to gain strength during those moments. And so, me and my sister returned home. Actually, we lacked sleep for 72 hours already, but then, me personally, I don't feel asleep because maybe there are lots of things bugging in my mind. And when I am alone in my room, I was surrounded with silence. And that's the moment I prayed so hard and was able to hear the words of God telling me that faith comes with pain and suffering. And on that very moment, I realized that I and my family were never alone as we battle the most challenging days of our lives. I realized that sometimes I am so eager to look for quick answers, not knowing that most of the time the answers can be found in silence and in prayers. I remember the most famous lines of Don Bosco: "Have devotion to Mary, help of Christians, and you will see what miracles are." Lo and behold, the next day my brother called us and told us that he can go home. So with the help of different people, he was able to come back home safe and sound. On the next day, another good news was told to us. Those who are positive in the rapid tests, including the wife and the children of my cousin, had a negative swab results. Indeed, God works in mysterious and miraculous ways. You can never think of words to tell Him how gratifying His works are. And on this experience, I realized the importance of faith. Of faith that comes with pain and suffering. As I ponder, I was really amazed by the support coming from my community, the Salesian priests, the young people, colleagues, and my friends. Most importantly, my family, who became my symbol of courage and strength during those times. This might be one of the most unforgettable experiences of my life, and forever I will bring this to become a witness of God's faithfulness to me and my family. Sometimes God shakes us to tell us that He is with us, to remind us that He is with us. And it takes a listening and a faithful heart to accept God's plan for us. Indeed, God works in mysterious ways. He makes things possible, and He is a God of miracle. Thank you, Don Bosco, to Mama Mary, Help of Christians, and Jesus for a courageous and great ride. Good night, everyone.